You have to unmute yourself, Agnes, and then
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go.
So do I read the do I say the translation in English too,
No,
or
no, just
each
everything in
sentence?
Hindi. Just everything in Hindi.
Okay.
Read slowly so that everyone can hear and ask you questions as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So the title, you didn't correct my title. So my title is Where to Find Little India in Paris.
Little India in
So
Paris. So
yeah.
I'm gonna write
So
it down. The key topics here. So her topic is Little India. Little India in Paris. So Agnes is going to take us a trip on this Little India. All right, all yours.
okay. सबसे पहले मैं सैक्रे-क्योर आपको दिखाना चाहती हूँ. Sirhian Karker आपसे अति सुंदर पेरिस का दिजरिया अस्कारिया. सैक्रे-क्योर डोम के साथ बड़ा चर्च है. ये हमारा ताजमहल है. ये पहाड़ पे पेरिस का केंद्र है. नजदीक बहुत पेरिशियन स्टाइल की जगह है. इस जगह में दिवाली नाम का दुकान है. आप रंगीली खेने, चोरियन और दुपट्टे पाओगे. दाम का है और रंग सुंदर है.
दाम
इसके बाद
कम है. That's what you're trying to say. कम है.
Yeah, कम है. इसके बाद हम मेट्रो लेना के लिए नाइस पहाड़ आएंगे. ला शापेल मेट्रो की स्टेशन पर मैं आपको इंडियन स्ट्रीट लेकर जाऊंगी. इस सड़क हिंदुस्तानी की कम्युनिटी के लिए है. आपको इंडियन कपड़ों की दुकानों के बारे में पता चलेगा. और शादी के खेने के दुकानें भी है. फिर मैं मेरी फेवरेट गणेशा स्वीट मिठाइयों के दुकान दिखाऊंगी. इस सड़क में मेरे हिंदुस्तानी के दोस्त पास है कि बॉलीवुड की मूवीज आपसे बचेगा. तो आप हिंदी अभ्यास करोगे.
Very good. So you want to read it again very slowly, and this time try to read it with the English script as well. So
Okay.
people who are not familiar with the place, they will listen to it more attentively.
Okay.
Okay.
So I do it again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. सबसे पहले मैं सैक्रे-क्योर आपको दिखाना चाहती हूँ. First of all, I want to show you the Sacré-Cœur.
What is this? How do you pronounce it?
Sacré-Cœur.
Sacré-Cœur.
Sacré-Cœur is the big church with a dome.
Oh, I see. Okay.
On a hill in Paris, in the center of Paris.
Okay. ये पेरिस से कितना दूर है?
In the center.
Oh, in the center. So city के अंदर है.
हाँ.
अच्छा. Okay.
And Little India के पास है.
Little India के पास है. Okay.
हाँ. So second sentence. Sirhian Karker आपसे अति सुंदर पेरिस का दिजरिया अस्कारिया. After climbing the stairs, you will be surprised by the beautiful view of Paris.
Oh.
Because when you go onto the Sacré-Cœur, you see all Paris then on the hill.
तो सके एरिया से आपको पूरा पेरिस दिखता है.
हाँ.
अच्छा.
360 degrees.
Oh, अच्छा, very good.
Sacré-Cœur dôme के साथ बड़ा church है. Sacré-Cœur is a big church with a dome.
सके का एक बड़ा वापस बोलो.
Dôme के साथ है.
Okay. सखे का एक बड़ा चर्च है जिसमें डोम भी है.
Okay. But it's a church and a dome. It's both.
Okay, yeah.
ये हमारा ताजमहल है.
अच्छा.
That's my thought.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah. ये पहाड़ पे पेरिस का केंद्र है.
यह
It's on a
पेरिस
hill.
का केंद्र है. Okay.
Yeah, it's on a hill in the center of Paris.
अच्छा.
नजदीक बहुत Parisian style की जगह है. Nearby, there is a very typical Parisian place, very
Typical
in the typical Paris style
Paris
of
style.
Paris, Parisian style.
Oh, Paris style.
I
Oh,
don't know
for
how to
you.
say. Yeah,
Okay.
very old-fashioned.
Okay.
इस जगह में दिवाली नाम का दुकान है. In
Okay.
this place, there is a shop named Diwali.
Diwali. अच्छा.
Yeah. आप रंगीली गहने, चोरियां और दुपट्टे पाओगे. So you will find colorful jewelries,
Mhm.
bracelets, and scarves
Okay.
in this dukan.
In Diwali. In this place called Diwali. Okay.
Yeah. दाम कम है और रंग सुंदर है. So the
Mhm.
price are low and the color beautiful.
Okay. क्या है ये इंडियन शॉप है?
हाँ.
अच्छा.
इसके बाद हम मेट्रो लेना के लिए निस बाहर आएंगे. After this, how do you say it? Down? It's nis. How do you pronounce?
Which one?
Down.
Down.
It's
नीचे.
nis.
नीचे.
Nietzsche.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I didn't understand. Okay. Donc, इसके बाद हम मेट्रो लेना के लिए नीचे बाहर आएंगे.
Okay.
After this, we will go down the hill to take the metro.
Okay.
La chapelle métro की स्टेशन पर मैं आपको इंडियन स्ट्रीट लेकर जाऊंगी.
Mhm.
So at La Chapelle metro station, I will take you to the Indian street.
Okay.
इस सड़क हिंदुस्तानी की community के लिए है. This street is for Indian community.
Oh, the street. Okay. ये है सड़क.
Yeah.
Indian community
हाँ.
के लिए है. Okay.
आपको इंडियन कपड़ों की दुकानों के बारे में पता चलेगा.
अच्छा.
So you will discover shops for Indian clothes.
Mhm.
और शादी के गहने के दुकानें भी है. And shops for jewelries for wedding as well.
Okay.
फिर मैं मेरी favorite Ganesha sweet मिठाइयों के दुकान दिखाऊंगी. Then I will show you my favorite shop for sweets named Ganesha Sweets.
Okay.
इस सड़क में मेरे हिंदुस्तानी के दोस्त पास है कि बॉलीवुड की मूवीज आपसे बेचेगा. In
Okay.
this street, I have an Indian friend who will sell you Bollywood movies.
Okay.
तो आप हिंदी अभ्यास करोगे, so you will practice Hindi.
Okay. Very good. Actually, I really feel like I'm in the center of Paris. Actually.
Yeah.
And so
Well, I can continue, but as you want.
You have more?
Yeah, I have a little more.
Oh, write it. Go for it.
Okay. विजिट के अंत में मैं आपको मेरे favorite store में लाऊंगी. Visit, I will bring you to my favorite store. आप मसाले और Indian खाना खरीदोगे. So you will buy spices and Indian food. आप Indian woman की तरह पकाओगे. You will cook as an Indian woman. रात को हम स्वादिष्ट वेजिटेरियन खाना कृष्णा भवन रेस्टोरेंट में खाएंगे. At night, we will eat in a delicious vegetarian restaurant called Krishna Bhavan. And at last, मुझे आशा है कि आप पेरिस में मेरा मुफ्त इंडिया का सफर पसंद है. I hope that you like my free trip to India in Paris.
We definitely do. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It is definitely in my to-do list now to come and visit the Little India in Paris and Sakega, both of them. Thank you so much. So we'll go to Liz now. So Liz can share her story. And folks who are watching live on, FaceTime, if you have something to share, definitely, write it down. And because you cannot basically speak and engage into the interactive discussion through Hangout, you can write it up, and I will read it on your behalf. Okay. Right. So, Liz, all yours. Let me know if you can unmute yourself. I think you are not muted from my end.
Right. I didn't hit that right. Okay, now is that good?
Yeah, very good.
Okay. अच्छा
Mhm.
को गाना बहुत पसंद था वह इंडिया में रहता था
You can, if
वह
you
गाता था
if you want, you can
yes
also read like in English and then and then the Hindi script. That's okay as well.
sure
Okay.
okay so let me go back to the beginning
Hmm?
एक छोटे लड़का को गाना बहुत पसंद था there was a little boy loved to sing
Okay.
वह इंडिया में रहता he lived in India वह गाता था और काम करता था गाता था और खाता गाता था और सो गाता था
Mhm.
he sang and worked he sang and played he sang and ate and sang and went to sleep एक दिन वह गा रहा था ah वह दिन भर गा रहा था he sang all day
Mhm.
okay एक दिन वह गा रहा था और एक मुंबई के आदमी ने उसका था सुना था
Mhm.
one day he was singing and a man from Mumbai heard him आदमी ने लड़के को कहा वह मूवी में गा सकता है और प्रदेश खोल सकता है the
This
man
part
told him
repeatedly. So this part,
yeah
this part,
okay
read the English part first, and then slowly read the Hindi part.
the man told him he could sing in movies and become famous
Okay.
आदमी ने लड़के को कहा वह मूवी में गा सकता है और प्रदेश हो सकता है
Plus, mashhoor ho sakta hai. So the word is you're trying to say famous. So the word for famous is either you can say mashhoor, or you can say prasidh.
Jacinta okay
Prasidh. Okay. So either you can say mashhoor. So you can say आदमी ने बच्चे को बोला वह मूवीज में गा सकता है और मशहूर हो सकता है और यू कैन ऑल्सो से आदमी ने बच्चे को बोला वह मूवी में गा सकता है और प्रसिद्ध हो सकता है ओके कीप गोइंग
Jacinta हो सकता है
प्रसिद्ध
अच्छा
कीप गोइंग
present
या go to the English part
लड़का
first.
interested
Yes.
sure the boy was not interested in becoming famous so he did not go to sing in Bollywood movies लड़का interested नहीं था तो बॉलीवुड मूवी में नहीं गाया
Okay.
अच्छा
Mhm.
the boy grew to be a good man लड़का बड़ा होकर अच्छा आदमी बना
Mhm.
he worked in an office played and people loved him उसने ऑफिस में काम किया खेला और लोग ने उसका प्यार किया he was also a teacher his students and all the people were near were happy
Mhm.
उसके students और के पास लोग खुश है
Ask.
क्योंकि they
Okay. So
yeah
उसके
can you
students
say that again
उसके स्टूडेंट्स और आसपास के लोग बहुत खुश हैं his students and people around him are
आसपास so is that around rather than near
yeah आसपास के लोग
आसपास के लोग
हाँ आसपास के लोग
good आसपास के लोग खुश है क्योंकि वह एक अच्छा आदमी है because he was a good man उसका नाम आशु जी है His name is Ashu Ji.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your story as well. Very, you've written it very creatively. Thanks so much. So we'll go to Chelsea now. So I'll mute you as well. So uh, Chelsea, you may want to unmute. And
Okay.
yeah,
Can
go
you hear
ahead.
me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so you want us to say in Hindi first the sentence and then English?
Either way is fine. Go slowly so that everyone can follow. That's it.
Okay. All right, the title is Bharatiya Khana.
So the title is Bharatiya Khana, which is Indian food.
Ah.
So we are waiting.
अगर आप हिंदी सीखते हैं, आप भारतीय खाना बना सकते हैं. If you learn Hindi, you can learn to make Indian food. मैं शाकाहारी हूँ और मुझे लगता है कि शाकाहारियों के लिए भारतीय खाना सबसे अच्छा है. I'm a vegetarian and I feel that for vegetarians, Indian food is the best. हर दिन मैं मसाला चाय बनाती हूँ. Every day I make masala chai. मुझे अदरक चाय बहुत पसंद है. I really like ginger chai. मेरा मनपसंद खाना आलू पराठा, दही, अचार और चाय है. My favorite food is aloo paratha with yogurt, pickle and chai. नाश्ते के लिए पोहा भी अच्छा है. For breakfast, poha is also good. अगर आप हिंदी सीखते हैं, आप हिंदी बोलने लोगों के साथ खाना बनाते हैं. If you learn Hindi, you can cook with Hindi speakers. That's it.
Okay, very good. आप मसाला चाय कैसे बनाती हैं?
मैं 1 कप पानी लेती हूँ और 1 कप दूध लेती हूँ और दोनों के साथ उबालना.
दोनों को साथ में उबालती हैं. ओके.
और फिर शायद 5 इलायची
5 इलायची
डालती
डालती
हूँ
हूँ.
और फिर अदरक डालती हूँ
अच्छा.
और फिर 1 चम्मच चाय डालती हूँ और
चाय पत्ती डालती हूँ.
हाँ 1 चम्मच चीनी डालती हूँ और फिर कुछ शायद 3 मिनट रुकती हूँ और फिर स्ट्रेन करती हूँ और फिर पीती हूँ.
स्ट्रेन छानना, फिर चाय को छानती हूँ. ओके. सो बहुत अच्छा. मैं थोड़ा अलग तरह से बनाता हूँ. मैं पहले 1 कप पानी लेता हूँ. ओके. पानी को उबालता हूँ. ओके. फिर पानी में मैं अदरक जिंजर कट करके डालता हूँ. ओके. फिर मैं पानी को और उबालता हूँ. उससे अदरक पानी में घुल जाती है. ओके. उसके बाद में मैं इलायची which is cardamom, इलायची को कूटता हूँ. Like I crush the cardamom and put उस इलायची पाउडर पानी में डालता हूँ. मैं थोड़ा और उबालता हूँ. ओके. उसके बाद में मैं चाय पत्ती डालता हूँ. उससे पानी का कलर और पानी का रंग चाय जैसा हो जाता है, डार्क रेड, और बहुत गाढ़ा लाल हो जाता है और भूरा हो जाता है. ओके. उबलने के बाद में मैं उसमें दूध डालता हूँ. तो आपके मेथड में और मेरे मेथड में फर्क इतना है, आप दूध पहले डालती हैं और मैं दूध उसमें बाद में डालता हूँ. सो गुड. आपका टाइटल था इंडियन खाना एंड आपका था अगर आप हिंदी बोल सकते हैं तो आप दूसरों से इस बारे में बातें कर सकते हैं. सो वी प्रीटी मच डिड द सेम थिंग. वी स्पोक अबाउट हाउ टू make chai in Hindi. So thank you so much, Elsie. Alicia, I don't know whether you are, no, you want to write it down and you want me to read it? You can write it down. If you don't want to say, that's completely fine. You can write it down and send it to me and I'm going to read it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you time. I have some people who sent me their scripts, so I'm gonna read it on their behalf. Okay, and hope they are okay with that. And then at least they're And for folks who are watching live, feel free to kind of share your stories as well if you are interested. Um, Towards the end of the class, I'm gonna just take some of the lessons learned and I'm gonna go over them. So this story is from Ananya. Okay, so I'm gonna write it down so that way you know. So this is from Ananya. Ananya says, "मेरा नाम Ananya है." My name is Ananya. Uh, Originally मैं इंडिया से हूँ and originally I am from India. लेकिन मैं कैरेबियन में 10 साल से रह रही हूँ. But I'm living in Caribbean for last 10 years. इसलिए वो मेरा घर है. That's why it's my home. मुझे हिंदी और दूसरी भाषा पढ़ना, लिखना और बोलना आता है. I know how to, to मुझे हिंदी और दूसरी भाषा पढ़ना, लिखना और बोलना आता है. I know how to read, write and speak Hindi and other languages. लेकिन बहुत सारा भूल गई हूँ. But I've forgotten a lot. Okay. मेरे पास एक cat है. I have a cat. मुझे स्विमिंग, स्पोर्ट्स और ड्राइंग करना और टीवी देखने का शौक है. I like swimming, sports, drawing and to watch TV. Thank you so much, Ananya. Okay, so I'm gonna go over another thing that is shared by Edith. Okay, and these are all small essays, which is completely fine, but it gives you a certain level of confidence to speak, in Hindi or in any language you are interested in learning. Okay, so she says, "मेरा नाम Edith है." My name is Edith. मैं मेक्सिको से हूँ. I am from Mexico. मैं हिंदी पढ़ रही हूँ. I'm learning Hindi. मुझे चॉकलेट्स बहुत अच्छी लगती है. I like chocolates a lot. Okay. मैं हिंदी सीखना चाहती हूँ क्योंकि एक दिन मैं इंडिया जाऊंगी. I want to learn Hindi because one day I'll go to India. Thank you so much, Edith, for sharing your story. And now I'll go over Carolina's story. Okay. Carolina. Okay. मेरा नाम कैरोलिना है. My name is Carolina. मैं कोलंबिया से आई हूँ. I came from Colombia. मैं न्यू जर्सी में पली बड़ी हूँ. I am raised in New Jersey. मेरी एक दीदी, एक छोटी बहन, एक भाई और एक बच्ची है. I have a elder sister, a younger sister, a brother and a daughter. मैं हिंदी से प्यार करती हूँ. I love Hindi language. Okay. I'll go over Saida's story now. मेरा नाम साइदा है. My name is Saida. मैं मोरक्को से हूँ. I am from Morocco. मैं एक सेल्स वुमन हूँ. I'm a sales woman. मुझे हिंदी मूवीज देखने का शौक है. I like to watch Indian movies. मुझे घूमने का और लैंग्वेजेस सीखना पसंद है. मुझे I like to travel and to learn languages. Okay. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Nice to meet you. Okay. Then the last one I have is basically from Maria. Okay. मेरा नाम मरिया है. My name is Maria. मैं कासाब्लांका में रहती हूँ. I live in Casablanca. मैं हिंदी सीखना चाहती हूँ क्योंकि मैं भारत जाना चाहती हूँ. I want to learn Hindi because I want to go to India. Okay. So that's all the stories I put together. If for some reason you were not able to share it in this class, definitely send it to me. I want to make sure your story become part of our Hindi book that we're working on. Now I'll pretty much, this as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, this particular lecture is less from me and more from you. Okay. So what I can do is I can pretty much open it up for question and answers. Okay. So any topics you are interested in for the subsequent classes, okay, we can discuss that. And hopefully in this particular section, folks who are watching live on FaceTime, they can also participate. So, tell me what you would like to learn in the upcoming classes. Do you want to prepare Hindi writing? So that's one way to go about it. Do you want us to do a group discussion? Okay, so group discussion is basically we take a small topic in each class. Any kind of topic we can take in each class, and we start discussing it, and it doesn't have to be complex sentences. We can discuss simple stuff. Okay, so I send you a topic in advance. You prepare like a you know and the topic can be a little bit controversial, and we can decide who will speak for it and who will speak against it. It doesn't have to be our actual view, but it's just to kind of engage us in the Hindi conversation. Okay, we can certainly do that. The third thing, it would be basically more grammar. Okay, my personal preference would be that you guys start speaking more and more, start participating more and more. But the challenge has been like it's only possible when everyone is joining through Google Hangout. Okay, unless you guys have better ideas. So I'm gonna go over each of you, and I'm gonna get your thought process. What will make the classes more and more interactive, and what will make it better? So this time I'm gonna start with Chelsea first. So I'm gonna unmute you, Chelsea, and we'll get your thoughts. What do you think will should the next classes should be?
Um,
You can speak in Hindi.
no, I'm just thinking maybe the group discussion. Was that the one you're saying, like we debate a topic, kind of?
Okay. What
Yeah,
what kind of topics you can think of, like will be easier for you, which will kind of give you enough time to prepare through the week, and it doesn't have to be a long write-up.
Yeah.
Even if you write five sentences.
Maybe something simple like which is a better vacation place, this or this,
Oh, I see.
or maybe like which sport is better, this or this, which game is better. I don't know.
Okay, no, this is a good idea. I mean, which sport is better, or which vacation, or
Yeah.
which destination is better. Okay. Any other?
Yeah, it'll be challenging. It'll be challenging, but in a good way to force each other to talk about these things, like do a little kind of debate.
Okay.
Not too difficult.
Okay. Okay. What about writing? You think writing would be a little bit more people like you will be interested personally in writing?
Like the Hindi script?
Yeah.
I would say no, just because I already know it, and I think if you try to teach it, it'll take too much time.
Okay. 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 Good. Grammar. Also, you probably already know a lot of grammar.
I mean, I think grammar is always fine.
Okay.
To learn.
Okay. Any other thing that you can think of that you may be interested in?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We'll go to Alicia. You want to unmute yourself?
Oh.
Okay. You want to share your thoughts about?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
I like the group discussion idea as well.
The group discussions. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I would also like Hindi writing, but it's probably it's probably going to be maybe a little difficult to teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So
And grammar could come, maybe could discuss topics that come up during the discussion, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. So you're saying like let's just do the group discussion and grammar topics as we are talking on a particular topic. We can discuss grammar in that as well.
I think if there are questions, we can always ask.
Okay. Okay. Good. Agnes, you want to share your thoughts? What do you think we should focus on?
I think everything is very interesting. I would love to know how to write Hindi, but I don't know if it's okay to teach us if it's too long. I don't know. I have no idea about it.
So, volume,
Grammar.
we have one
Yeah,
course on
tell me.
Hindi writing, but I don't
Yeah, I followed it. I followed, but I think I have to, as we have
practice.
not so much time to review everything during
Yeah,
the week.
yeah.
I know it's. I know how to read a little bit, but I like to learn. So the more I learn, the more I'm happy.
Okay. No, good, good, good. So I'll try to see how I can fit things
I think
together.
grammar is the basic things we have to do all the time. I mean, we have to. I really like the way you did a few times away ago when you did a theme and then we had little vocabulary and grammar. I think it was very interesting.
The
I
four
liked
way,
also the when you were writing stories and we had to translate. I think it was
okay,
a interesting exercise as well.
okay.
And
So you
maybe
were
we
saying
can,
that when we wrote the story, that was an
yeah.
interesting exercise.
I think you were doing stories,
Mhm.
vocabularies, and grammar. I think it was very complete.
Yeah. So basically, we had the story, and we're talking about vocabulary, and here it was grammar
And
and
instead of the story, maybe we could we could have the group of discussion
group
instead.
discussion.
Sometimes maybe, yeah.
Okay. So basically, we start with the topic. We go over the grammar of the topic. I give you some vocabulary. Okay. So let's say if you're talking a particular topic, right? I mean, Bollywood movies. Let's say whether they're good, bad, or or
Yeah,
let's say
and
that use of social media, good, bad. I can give you some vocabulary, and then you can discuss. Like some of you can be for it, some of you can be, like
and it could be theme like, for example, at the airport, at the hotel, in the
okay,
city, going shopping. You can
okay,
we can have everything in
the
this
context.
vocabulary, grammar. Yeah.
Okay, okay, it's a good idea.
In fact, everything is interesting when you want to learn everything.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sometimes we can also learn a little bit more about Indian culture. Maybe something very, how to celebrate Diwali. I don't know how to, very specific things we don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, culture and then history. I mean, this topic, it's always been there, Indian history. I also have to study a lot more, right? I mean, it's like, growing up, we study the history just from the textbooks perspective, right? I mean, and then, you know, as you read more and more, you realize that, everything has multiple perspectives, right? I mean, so one way to kind of talk about is like take some of the topics and share different views around it rather than like saying which one
Or
is
or
right.
with or following the calendar
Yeah,
for the feast, for example.
yeah, sure, all good
So
ideas.
many things to do, in fact.
Yeah. Liz, you wanna share your thought process? Let me just make sure you are unmuted. Yes, give me just 1 minute. Okay. Yep.
It's good. The
Yep.
the group discussion makes me the most nervous.
It makes things nervous.
Yes, nervous. Because I need to practice, but this is
Okay.
how to practice.
Yeah.
I would say one more thing is that we could have even the same topic for 2 or 3 weeks. So
Okay.
if we're discussing a movie
Okay.
or a sport or a festival, it doesn't have to be a new topic every week,
I see.
because even if we go 2 or 3 weeks, we can build on that vocabulary or repeat the vocabulary
Okay.
to
Okay.
reinforce it.
I think that's a good idea. That's a very good idea, actually. So, in the first one, I can start with the story, okay, and grammar around a particular topic, okay. So let's say hypothetically we are talking about some of the organic farming, let's say, okay.
Yes.
It can be difficult to come up with the Hindi word for organic and farming. So we start very simple on the first class. We discuss grammar, we discuss vocabulary, I write a short story around it. Okay. you guys prepare some homework around it and send it to me. And then in the next class, we dig a little bit more deeper around it, like organic farming, and let's say, in I just took this topic, organic farming, but let's say social media, right? So then we can talk about the importance of social media, or some of the side effects of social media. And then towards the end, we can kind of do the debate part, where some of you are talking about, yeah, it's good, we should use it all the time. And some of you can say, no, 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 it's not good. It's taking our time away from, like, X, Y, and Z. So, I mean, that can make it a little bit more interesting, because throughout the classes, we have built a lot of, like, context, right? And then it's easier to kind of discuss it. So I think I like it. Personally,
Good.
yeah, personally, the challenge for me is, like, it's a very short time for you guys, in a week. This is my experience, because everyone is doing something, right? And in parallel, you're doing an amazing, like, thing by taking time out and learn something new, right? So it can be a little bit more difficult to kind of, like, to prepare. Like right now, for example, you're working on 2 hours to kind of prepare for the Hindi class. This itself can take you a lot of time, right? And also participation, like, if you don't know about a particular topic which we will discuss in the next class, you will be, not you, but a lot of other participants can be blank as well, right? And they may miss out. Whereas, like, if you're discussing a topic for about 2-3 weeks, it's easier for them to kind of, like,
Yes.
brush up, and if they miss something, they can still follow, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else from this class you want me to dig deeper on a particular topic? I can do that. Anything that was interesting, that basically, you know, um, that you think was clear, not clear, or got your attention from anyone's essay, we can certainly discuss that.
Can you post the essays
I can.
on Facebook or WhatsApp so that we can learn from each other?
I will certainly do that. So one thing is, like, send me. I mean, I have your essay, not the final one. So, but as you write it up, send it to me. And yes, I have your Word document, like the screenshot. So if you've written it down on a text, you can type it again and send it to me.
I can send it on Facebook then?
That's
Because
fine.
it's on my computer, so.
That's fine. Yeah, send it to me through Facebook.
Okay.
And same,
Okay.
Chelsea, I think you kind of put it together at the last moment, but you did a very good job. If you can write it down and send it to me, that'll be really great.
Okay, I wrote. I can send it now. I actually typed it.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Send it to me. I'll share it with
I
everyone.
send
Okay.
it here.
She's
I
the
can also send it.
fastest.
Yeah, look at that.
It is easy to do.
I won't be able to save it, so you have to message me, Chelsea. Okay.
Okay, I would just message it then. Okay.
On my end, I have to finish this, like, book together. In the last 10 or so classes, we have covered these 10 topics, and in my opinion, it's a good milestone. Okay, and I want to structure for anything that we do in the subsequent classes. I want to structure it together. Okay, so that's why it's like, we are working towards a goal, and for us, it was a collective goal for the class to prepare a Hindi book. I think it's a if I do a good editing and everything, it is a good deliverable, and anybody who is going through it, they will be really motivated, and so next week we definitely have one class. I'll think about what we will discuss in the next class. But in parallel, I'll continue to kind of finalize the book. Okay, on the week of August 25th and Labor Day. So 25th is Friday, right? So 27th and 3rd of September, I will be in California. So we won't have our Hindi class then. Okay, but that will give us enough time to kind of, like, plan for the next big milestone. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know. And in the next class also, we can primarily talk about just a summary of what we've discussed in the 10 classes. Okay, what you can do, and I'll post it in the WhatsApp group as well. What you can do is, like, anyone who couldn't really send their essay, another opportunity, right, for you to kind of send it to me. In the next class, I'll probably do a little bit more grammar to connect everything together, all the topics that we have covered. Okay, and in the
Okay.
book. So that way, at least you have a one. Like I think it will be overall towards the end when you finish it, it will be about 60-70 pages, of a book, which is good for any ebook, right? So if things go as planned, it will be available on Amazon for anyone to download for free and then start learning Hindi language. Okay, I think I'll wrap up the class now. A little early. Thanks everyone. You enjoy your rest of the Sunday. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a beautiful Sunday.
Yeah, you too.